Good morning, everyone. Today, you're not going to believe this, but I'm going to be planting some seeds in here. I got my little greenhouses, I'm calling them. I got my seeds, and I haven't totally decided what I want to start. I have a little bit of everything that we would eat in that bin right there. So it's just a matter of deciding what I want to start. I think I'm going to still work with cold hardy plants. And here's my reasoning. The next 10 days we are going to be in the mid to high 70s. Guys, it's January. That's not even normal for us. So we were having an exceptionally warm winter. And my last frost date for my zone, which is, I'm like between zone 8 and zone 9. So that gives me March, April time frame. So if these seeds sprout and I can protect them, I can have a really, really early sprouting in my garden for this coming spring. I'm going for spring planting here because summer, as you saw this past year, just gets too hot. And this garden's in full sun, so that's even worse. But I was always told the gardens need to have 8 to 10 hours of sunlight. So that's what we're working with. Worst comes to worst, I can shade cloth this whole side, or maybe even this side to some degree, but I don't know. We'll see. My turnips, look at the turnips. We started cutting the turnip greens now, and we're feeding some of them to the chickens because the chickens are laying again. Finally, guys, we were getting like 1 to 3 eggs per day most of the winter, which came from the young buff Orpingtons we put in there. Now we're up to 9 eggs a day. That is more than what we need. So we definitely are enjoying that. I just got him in the garden with me. He wants to run off into there. There's water back there, and being mostly lab, he wants to be in the water. So he's in here with me, and so is my old cat, Punk. Say, Punky boy. Yep, chattered. Look at the herbs, guys. I mean, we really did not have, yes, we had frost. We had frost to the point it did kill off things like green beans and tomatoes and peppers. But look at the rest of it. It's crazy. I even have lettuce, but I didn't have enough to start picking and eating. These are radishes. This is lettuce. Look at that lettuce. That's crazy. Look in here. I haven't picked them. I love radishes, but I just don't think of it. I forget. Now, it did take a Tundra. Get out of my garden. Come on, get down. It did take a toll on my pineapple. So I'm going to have to probably try and grow them in a greenhouse. I don't think I can keep working with them out here. You would think they weren't fed. They're all calling. We do have someone coming to look at Charlie Brown today. If she loves him, which I think she will, she's going to put a deposit on him. And then he will have a new home come the end of February, the beginning of March. So that's happening today. In the next couple hours, she'll be here. And it is a local lady. So that means I can keep up with him and see how he's doing. And he will have a female for this coming breeding season. He will have a female. He's a little small now to even think of breeding, but she's got a female already lined up for him. These are all turnips, guys. And then the beets are right here. The beets have really been slow, and there's not many of them, but I'm going to keep babying them. Why not, you know? I got some collard greens here. These are collard greens. And they got buried underneath these leaves. I actually uncovered all this side from all the turnip leaves this morning. But look at the collard greens over here. The leaves are small because we've been in winter. From here on out, we can start harvesting. And what I do is I actually harvest 1 leaf to 3 leaves off of each plant until I have enough for a meal. And I'll do the same with the kale. I'll actually mix kale and collards together to cook. And look what's happening with the bok choy. This tells you how warm this winter has been. We've got blooms, which means the bok choy is going to seed, and I'm okay with that. Do you know why? Because these bok choys have acclimated to our area. And by collecting these seeds and replanting them, I should have a better sprout and a better plant that is now acclimated to my area. And that's why I've left these go to seed. I gotta get in here and start eating some more though, because here's another one going to seed. I just break those seed things off. We don't need all these going to seed, just a handful. But the bok choy, you can see how absolutely beautiful they did. The leaves are decent size. And basically I've been picking leaves and we've been sauteing them, putting them in our eggs or just as a side dish with our breakfast. So we have been eating off of these. And we're gonna be moving these tires because I don't want anything between here and the chicken coop. I'm gonna put a fence up so that eventually we can let these chickens out and let them do some scratching because the compost pile is there. And that compost pile is from the goat pens. When we cleaned out goat shelters, we piled it all there. We feed the guineas on it and they're scratching that all up. So we have several different compost piles. Some are back here for the human manure. And then this one here is for goat cleanouts. All right, let's see what I can do here. And I just found these containers. They're just a tote and they're on clearance right now because of Christmas. And these are leftover for like putting things like Christmas balls, wreaths and stuff away. And they're nice and long. Let's see if they give me measurements here. It's a 52 quart. It's a 35.98 inch wide by 16.81 inch deep by 6.6 inch high. So I guess they're saying the width is the 35. So that's the width they're going by because there's no other measurements. And I want to try these so if we have frost, if we have seeds sprouted, I can actually take these, turn them upside down, and they're going to act like a little greenhouse. I will put weight on top of them because I don't want them to blow away because we do get nice strong breezes through this area. These two. I'm just trying to see if I can get an early start to my garden because last year I waited way too long and this is going to be a very, very warm spring because it's a very warm summer. So I want to get a jump start. All right, I'll bring you back as I get things planted. Okay guys, my first choice is going to be cauliflower, broccoli, and cabbage. Those are the ones I struggle with a lot as far as getting seeds to start and actually doing well. So I'm going to give it another try here. And I might actually do it in two places. This is a fairly new garden, this area here, because I'm in the big garden area. And I might actually try and start it over there as well, because that's established and has been there for over a year now. So that ground is a little more, what I would say, fertile. So that's kind of my thought anyway. We'll see how it goes. Okay guys, I got this whole corner planted in cabbage. There's 2 rows of cabbage, a row of broccoli, and a row of cauliflower. It's just a small patch. Like I said, it's an experiment. And these were older seeds, so I figured I'd use them up. If they don't sprout, it's no big loss, and we have to start over. But that's typical for me here. Still learning this whole new area and what works and doesn't work. But because the nights will still be cool and the days will be warm, I think germination should be really good if the seeds are good. And you may see some footage in here of me actually planting it. I did try a new camera that we got, but for some reason it wasn't staying turned on, so I don't know how far it's going to take us. But that's it. We got some planted, and I'm going to call it. I have a very sore back today because we picked up supplies for construction projects and I helped load the wood onto the trailer and I'm very sore, so my time in the garden is short. Plus I have folks that'll arrive here probably within a half hour, so I want to clean up just a little bit. I'm going to hold dirty little goats with dirty little hooves, so I'm not too worried about being super clean. But that's kind of where we're at today. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget, give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, and have a blessed day. And Happy New Year to y'all. as well. Bye.